Algorithms, models, and all that math. Feeling a bit daunting? Relax, because with supervised learning, we're about to turn complexity into clarity. Whether you're labeling cat photos or training your first AI, supervised learning is the foundation that makes it all work. Welcome to Day 7 of the 30 Days of Machine Learning series. If you're new here, don't sweat it. Click right here to binge watch the entire playlist and catch up on the magic so far. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video on your ML journey. Today, we're breaking down supervised learning. What it is, how it works, and why it's easier than you think. You'll see how this cornerstone of machine learning can turn hard into simple. Stick around, because by the end, you'll not only understand supervised learning, you'll master it. Let's dive in. When you hear the term supervised learning, it might sound like a math teacher looming over your shoulder while you solve equations. But trust me, it's nothing like that. Supervised learning is one of the most exciting and approachable areas of machine learning. It's all about teaching a machine to learn from labeled data. Yes, labeled data, like those cat and dog tags on your favorite pet photos. Let's break it down, step by step, and see why supervised learning isn't just easy to understand, but also incredibly powerful. What is supervised learning? At its core, supervised learning is like being a good teacher. Imagine you have a data set, and each data point comes with a label. Your job? Teach the machine to understand the relationship between the input data and the labels, so that when new, unlabeled data comes in, the machine can predict the correct label. Think of it like training a student for a test. You provide practice questions. You give them the answers, labels. Over time, the student learns to solve similar problems on their own. In more technical terms, supervised learning involves two key components. 1. Features, inputs, the information the model uses to make predictions. 2. Labels, outputs, the actual answers or outcomes associated with each data point. The goal is to create a model that can map inputs to outputs accurately. Sounds simple, right? That's because it is. How does supervised learning work? Let's break this process into 3 main steps. 1. Data collection and labeling. First, you need a data set. For example, if you're building a model to classify emails as spam or not spam, your dataset would consist of emails, inputs, and their corresponding labels, spam or not spam. The more data you have, the better your model can learn. 2. Training the model. Next, the machine learning algorithm comes into play. You feed the labeled data into the algorithm, and it starts learning patterns. During this phase, the model tries to minimize errors. Basically, it adjusts itself to get as close as possible to the correct answers. 3. Testing and validation. Once the model is trained, it's time to test it. You give it new, unseen data and check how well it performs. The model's accuracy tells you whether it's ready for real-world tasks or needs further tweaking. Why is supervised learning easier than you think? Here's the thing. Supervised learning gets a bad rep for being hard, but in reality, it's like solving a puzzle with most of the pieces already in place. Let me explain. 1. Clear guidance. In supervised learning, you're working with labeled data, which means you already know the correct answers. This makes the learning process straightforward because the machine has a clear goal: match the input to the right label. 2. Familiar algorithms. Algorithms like linear regression, decision trees, and support vector machines might sound intimidating, but they're easier to grasp than you think. They work by finding patterns in the data. 3. Real-world applications. The beauty of supervised learning is that it has real, tangible applications. From predicting house prices based on size and location, to identifying whether a tweet is positive or negative, you can see its impact everywhere. This makes learning and applying it both exciting and rewarding. Supervised learning is all about teaching machines to learn from labeled data, making it simple and incredibly useful. Whether it's predicting house prices, diagnosing diseases, or analyzing sentiment, it's your first step to unlocking data's potential. Up next, support vector machines, SVMs, a powerful tool for classification and regression. Click the screen to dive in. See you there.